She's right back into her surfing again. She's obviously had some health issues she's had to go through, but we are stoked to see her back in the water. And yeah, she hasn't lost anything.
She actually mentioned she's the healthiest she's felt. Here goes world number 1, Ronnie.
This is huge. So we've got the world number 1, Molly Picklum, who didn't make the cut last year, has just come back in such a big way. She's been a force this season.
This was Molly way up the point. And a great open face carve to start off. Little hiccup there, but she tidied it up towards the end of the wave. It's another little clean hit, projecting down the line. And a little bump floater to finish thing off. But look, this is the turn. So the yellow jersey leader just carving through that slash. Look how compressed she gets as she comes out of the turn. That gives her the ability to put all that energy back into the board.
Bettylou Sakura Johnson too. She got herself a decent wave. Nice hit in the pocket. She always surfs really close to the bowl.
Yeah, that first turn for me was one of the best. Obviously,
you get the feeling that Caroline's coming back into that sort of form now. You know, a couple of down years, but she's well and truly back.
Yeah, I think you're spot on, Rosie. With just that pandemic really stalling her momentum. But here we go, Bettylou, she's just found an absolute gem here and hammered away at that wall a number of times. Her first wave, a 5.17. This one's going to be much better. Molly Picklum had a 6.17 to start. I mean, Bettylou, another super talent who came onto the scene at a pretty young age, and she was in tears at this venue last year, but you get the feeling they might be tears of joy if she keeps surfing like this through these finals. That was an exceptional ride, Rich.
Yeah, this second turn in particular is the money turn. She's framing that re-entry perfectly. Loved the Phantom Spray. So 3 rapid fire turns.
you know, she just turned her whole year around. It's really hard to dust yourself off after you've given so much to a season, and Betty did that so well.
Here's Molly Picklum looking for answers now, because Bettylou turned in a 7.17 on her last wave, and Molly needs a score, and she's given it a good shot. On the women's side, it's going to be the same run, because we're seeing incredible form out here in the lineup at the moment. Molly Picklum answering nicely on this one, Rosie.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Richie, way up the point. I love that turn right there. Just the control and the release that she was able to get. Look how compact she is as she meets this lip line. Stays low, stays critical, slides that board over. So that's a very tricky maneuver to pull off. I think the judges are going to really have to check that out.
Into the lead. Love the release of the tail on that final section as Sakura Johnson looks to chase her down the line, but doesn't get much out of this. Oh, they chowed down on it. 7.77, and Molly Picklum jumps up into the lead. And now we've got Bettylou looking to answer again, but might still maintain priority. They were almost a little too deep for that one, as Molly picks it off down the line, and she's going to get a couple of hits in here, building speed and looking for the big finish. Swings that tail around. She got the full Rick Kane experience. Here we go on the replay. Molly's last ride, Rich.
Yeah, swooping cutback to start it off, and another one. And then she starts getting going down the line here. Just a series of sort of foam climbs. The little hit at the end. I love how she's tucking her.
It feels like Molly, when you look at her surfing, really well rounded. Bettylou's up at the moment, loading up. She's going to have to do something super dynamic on this end section to turn in a 6.78. It won't be the number she needs. But yeah, Molly Picklum.
That low score of hers.
Here goes Bettylou now. And yeah, she wants to, you know, obviously get herself into the lead, but we're setting up for a really good finish in that second quarterfinal heat, because both surfers have a 7-point ride, up a few rungs on the ladder already. As Molly Picklum looks to get rid of a 6.17 here. Good sized wave, but just nosedives on her way out of that first manoeuvre. Just sitting a little farther down the line here from the surfers in quarterfinal 1, giving them some space, but finding some opportunity. Bettylou ripping into a couple of decent turns here with a strong finish.
And Bettylou and Molly are just going at it, wave for wave.
Bettylou Sakura Johnson throwing a vertical right there, getting caught up during the break. Little hack in the pocket, and now her finishing move looking electric. So getting that quick start, and then in the priority heat, it was Molly Picklum winding up here, Bugs.
Well, Molly, this has been an amazing heat. Without the priority, they were scoring massive points.
Quarterfinals to enjoy here as Bettylou lights up that first section. Nice tap in the pocket, just keeping her position in the power source. There's the wrapping turn. And just a little late on the float, but she stays on her feet. She's got 8 waves ridden so far in the battle against world number 1. As soon as she set her rail, back to the priority heat, world number 1, Picklum stepping off after the carve.
Stay composed and try not to panic.
And did you have a look after the women's round 3 wrapped up? I mean, there are some significant names that are ahead of you that have dropped out of the mix. Are you aware of the shuffle on the rankings or what's going on?
Everyone's like vaguely aware. I'm vaguely aware of what's going on, but also I still don't think with this result I'll be above the cut line, and I know I have a lot more.
She takes off here. Let's see what she got done on this wave. Big slashing turn, just races around this section. She does need a score on this wave, up into the foam there, and finishes off strong. She loved that, and she's trying to sell it there. Did go a bit foamy this way, but she made the most.
That was amazing, and a peak moment for her in her career. She doesn't want to feel that pressure coming into stop number 5, and she's definitely relieved some of it with this result in the making. Molly Picklum finds a nice place to shut that one down.
Sections where this is what Molly did behind her, Bugs.
Yeah, so they're answering each other wave for wave here. What an awesome heat we got on our hands. Molly, look at the speed she maintains, and she just 2 big moves there, but she really knows how to finish off with a bit of panache.
Which includes John Florence in that sparring crew, and they're under the coaching of Ross Williams. Add Tatiana Weston Webb to that team, as we've got the opportunity now for Bettylou. 45 seconds in what might be her final wave. Throwing the reverse off the top. She'll lay back and recover, and she'll get support there. The thing is, she is looking for a 6.78. Lighting things up here on finals day. Picklum moves on with that yellow jersey into the semifinals to compete again today.